What is good, everybody? What is good? What is good, everybody's big game, James. Man, I'm back in the building and I'm doing some late night hype right quick. Some late night hype live, you feel me? And I'm doing my 53 roster man revised, just straight off the fly, just straight revised, just doing it right now, just bumping, just we all gonna do it together. You feel me? I did it pre-recorded last time, so I'm going live this time. And we're gonna kind of see what's going on because it's tough right here, right now. What's good, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's tough right now, dog. What's up, Young Wilson? Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Texas Twister was good, which you see right there. We got now. I'm the old school guy, okay? I'm not the new school guy. So I don't got all the beautiful layout with the guys right here I picked. Anything, it ain't all like that. I'm gonna name the names. We're gonna put it up there. We're gonna say them, and then you're gonna rewind it. You feel me? If you missed anything, you feel me? But we doing it old school over here. What's up, gang? What's up, Big Santana, Anthony Evans? What's good with y'all? So somebody said in the very beginning, yes, hit that like button as you come in. Y'all know what to do. Hey, Cowboys. I don't know if you're still in here, but she said, "What's up, Big? Trey Lance is available. Let's get him. What you think?" I ain't mad at that. You feel me? What's up, John Jones? Been a long time. Salutes to you. Hey, and if you want to donate, you can hit that cash $ BGJ DC4L if you like, or if you can donate if you choose. But what's good, everybody? But yeah, Trey Lance, I'm definitely would look into that. I wonder how much he would actually cost. You feel me? Because we just seen Isaiah Simmons go over to the New York Giants for a 7th rounder, and he was a top 8 pick only a few years ago. So obviously, the Niners are probably one compensation for what they spent on him to get him, and they said he's thrown a total of I don't know what they said, something like 55 passes in the last 4 years, something crazy, like he's barely thrown the ball, and they gave up 3 picks. He's made all this kind of money, and he's not even thrown the ball. So, I wonder what people would try to, San Francisco would try to want for compensation for him. I don't think he should get a lot. Even though you spent a lot, he ain't did nothing. So you'd be just trading on potential, and I wouldn't give up no high picks for that. So we'll see. But I definitely would be intrigued. I definitely would look into it. I definitely would be on that for real. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? What's up, sis? What's up? What's up, Ty Condo? What's up, Pyrex? I definitely would love to have Trey Lance over who we asking for not. I don't know. They can't ask for a lot. I feel y'all. They can't ask for a lot. But they still might, because you know how these teams are. They're going to be like, damn, we gave up a lot. We still going to want this high pick. And then if I'm teams, I'm just like, nah, we'll wait you out. You feel me? Because eventually they're going to go low because the numbers just aren't there. You feel me? But let's talk about this right here. Let's talk about this 53-man roster as we try to figure this out. This is crazy because what's the hard part for me? The hard part for me really is not the offense so much no more, not for me, in my opinion. The hard part is the defense for me. You feel me? The hard part is the defense because you got Isaiah Land out there, right? You got what's his name? Who we got? Juwan Thomas, who's showed up from Georgia Tech. He has showed up, dog. He has showed up. So these 2 guys in particular have made it kind of hard. And then I'm thinking in my head that Bohanna, you feel me? Bohanna is going to be on there. But now I'm hearing Bohanna might not make it. You feel me? Bohanna might not make it. So I'm like, oh, wow. So, it's tough because, are you going to keep that extra defensive tackle? Or what are you going to do at the linebacker position? Are you going to go short with linebacker, go deep in this, the safeties, corners, safeties? Are you going to go deep there? What about CJ Goodwin? You know what I mean? What's going to happen with that? So the defense is really the one tough one for me, in my opinion. But let's start with the offense right now with the first couple guys. Obviously, we're going to start at quarterback right there. Obviously, we know Dak Prescott. That's number 1. That's one guy right there. And then if you're talking about Will Grier and Cooper Rush, Are they going to go two quarterbacks or are they going to go three? I think, in my opinion, if I'm looking at from their perspective, Will Greer, I don't hate Will Greer. You know what I'm saying? Will Greer, when I watch him, I like the enthusiasm. I like the little moxie he kind of got. You know, he takes the team downfield. Like I've been watching, he will get the team going. Looks like the team rallied behind him. You know, he moves the ball. You know, doesn't have the greatest arm, but you know, he will, avoid the rush, try to make plays. But my problem with Will Greer is this. He takes too many chances, and he don't really have the arm or the arm strength really to do that. And just take, for example, in the Jacksonville game, bad turnover, bad interception. In the Seattle game, you're driving down the field, you're running, you get flushed out the pocket, you throw against your body, and interception. You can't make that throw because there was a man, Dennis Houston, was underneath, where if he would have just looked underneath, Dennis Houston was running wide open underneath, and he could have hit that. And he could have ran in for a touchdown if you hit him like that in stride, because he had enough room where he could have hit that stride and hit a touchdown. So you like how I like his moxie. I like Will Greer's moxie, but I feel like I can't trust him. And I don't know if the Cowboys are going with three guys. You feel me? I don't think they're going to go with three guys. You know, they may, but I don't think they're going to go with three guys. So for me, between Greer and Cooper Rush, I don't think they're going to go three. They could, but I'm going to go with the two. All right, because you can go with Will Greer on practice squad. I don't know if anybody's going to steal a Will Greer. I don't know if he showed enough or somebody try to steal him. I don't know if he's done that. Let's hope he hasn't, because I like him. I just don't trust him at the number two. You feel me? Now, Cooper Rush, to me, ain't all that, okay? First, let me tell you, Cooper Rush ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? It's Will Greer's face hair safe. I don't know about that. What's up, the Ninja? What's up with you, dog? Yeah, there is a new rule, I believe, about you can put the third. I think there is. They just added it because people were complaining about it. So I think that can still happen. So we'll see what that dynamic is. But if we're just talking about 53-man roster, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Cooper Rush, even though I'm not. Cooper Rush. I'm not even on Cooper Rush like that. But he did win 4 games last year. 4 or 5, won 4 games last year. They were critical games that he won. We obviously know that, when he gets in the game, it's ultra conservative, Mr. Check down, doesn't really have the arm strength, but he doesn't make bad plays. He's going to trying to make the good plays. The only thing I would worry about when Cooper Rush comes in the game will defenses, but we saw it. Are they how they going to play Cooper Rush? Because are they going to come up on them receivers, dare him to make plays because he doesn't really have the arm strength to do that? So that's something that we're going to look at. But for real, hey, yeah, for real, Tony, let's say that too. Running game and the defense won that. Our offense was poo-poo. I think he only averaged like 195 yards passing the game. Our offense was one of the worst offenses in the league when Cooper Rush was behind center. So once again, he ain't all that. But if we're talking about the trust factor, I think the team trusts Cooper Rush. They've had him, they cut him, brought him back. How long has he been with the program? Like 5 years now, 4 or 5 years now. So I feel like they trust him, so they're going to go with him. And if we're going with that, and I don't feel like they're going to go with 3 quarterbacks, I'm going to go with the Cooper Rush, Dak Prescott. So you got 2 right there, right? Oh, so if it don't count, 53 don't count against the new rule, then they might add them. So if it don't count, then they're going to keep it. Okay. If it don't count towards the 53, I think they're going to keep him on that roster because they don't want to lose him. I think they like him. So let's just say with the 53, with the new rules, they're going to have Cooper Rush and Will Greer. I'm going to say they have all 3 of them because I think they like Will Greer. Obviously, we're going to see how he plays against the Raiders, but I think they like Will Greer. So we'll keep those 3 without, him on the 53. So we got those guys right there. Dak, Rush, and Greer. Greer doesn't count against them, if that's Martellus, if that's correct. Now, let's go with running backs. I hear what people saying. Deux should be number 2, but me, I'm going Rico Dowdell. So obviously we got Boom, Boom, boom. We got those three right there. We got three right there. Greer doesn't count against for three as per my chat. Now, running back. Obviously, we know Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard, I feel like he's going to turn up, have a great season, right? I think he's going to have a very good season. Running, rushing the ball, passing the ball. I think this offense will be definitely catered to him. And I'll be excited when that first team offense jumps on there and we'll be able to actually see the real stuff, right? I hear you, Rita, but I like real Greer. Big questions, big answer to this question, man. Why do people think we're going to be worse than we were last year, champ? Like, I don't get it. It was better. We got a better offense and defense. So they're really blind. I mean, I think probably just the schedule. I don't know. Maybe they think let down. It's just haters. I don't really care what the naysayers say. You feel me? We want that. We want them to say we ain't going to do nothing. I don't want when teams are saying, I don't want when people are saying we're going to be great. I don't want when people say we're going to do this. I don't want when people say we're going to do that, because that's when it seems like we always fall short. It seems like when we're the hunted, when nobody's talking about us, when we're counted out, when people say, oh, they ain't going to be no good, I feel like that's when we play the best. So let them keep on saying that, because we seem to play better when we're like that, instead of when we're in the driver's seat and everybody said we're going to do this and we do that, we always seem to fail. So I don't want expectations for this team. I want them to say we fail, so then we can surprise people and actually win. So you feel me? So that's my kind of thoughts on that, Smoke 140, and I appreciate you and all the support. But yes, Tony Pollard is going to be tough. Now, I hear people in the chat saying, oh, Deuce Vaughn right here should be running back number 2. I like Deuce, okay? I like Deuce a lot. But Deuce, in my opinion, should not be running back number 2. Reasons being, Rico Dowdle has not done anything to dispel him not being the number 2. He's bigger. He's 6 foot. He's 215 pounds. I mean, when you watched him against Jacksonville, when you watched him against the Seahawks, you saw a burst. I saw him running hard in between the tackles. He's got enough burst to break it out to the outside. He can catch the ball out the backfield. He had a big block in that touchdown, third down play, big block. And that's what we really been talking about, how you're missing Ezekiel Elliott because you don't have that blocking. He laid a really big block, caught the ball out the backfield, got a touchdown. Could have had a touchdown before if he didn't fumble, and it was a catch out the backfield once again. So, yeah, man, I'm more weak on Dowdell because blitz pickup is going to be huge. And don't think that if they don't see Deuce Vaughn in there, teams are not going to attack him in blitz packages. They are going to attack they are going to attack the offense when Deuce Vaughn is in there for blitz packages. And I'm not saying Deuce Vaughn doesn't have the effort, doesn't have the mindset, doesn't have the willpower to block. But let's just keep it real, dog. You're 5'5" still, and you're still 145 pounds. I don't know who you're blocking, no matter how much you want to do it. I don't know who you're blocking, a big linebacker or a big safety, or I don't know if you're doing that. And I don't know if you can trust a rookie to do that. So Rico Dowdle's been on the team 4 years. He know what the NFL is like. His problem has just been injuries. So for me, Rico Dowdle is your number 2 running back. Deuce Vaughn is your number 3, because Deuce Vaughn can come in and you can play. Deuce can come in and packages. You feel me? You can come in, you can do 2 running back packages, hit him at the backfield, screen pass, screen game. You can see all kind of things with him. What's up, Unc? You can do all kind of little things with him. But as the number 2 back, no, I think Rico Dowdle has solidified that for me, in my opinion. And I think he is, or 140, 185. He ain't a big dude. Let's just put it like that, okay? He ain't a big dude, 5'5", 165, 175. He ain't blocking them dudes on a regular basis, not in my opinion, and he's a rookie. So sorry if I said he was 145, Clebo. I don't know, but he ain't big. That's all I'm going to say. You feel me? He ain't big, and I don't trust him in blitz packages. I know teams, once he get in the game, are going to try to blitz, and they're going to see, okay, you got him in the game. Let's see what he can do. So on a regular basis, no. So I think Dowdle has done his job. Now, as far as Malik Davis that you can see right here, Ronald Jones, I just feel like Ronald Jones was never really in the equation for me. When I was talking about Ronald Jones, he was never in the equation for me. You know what I'm saying? So let me get Tony Pollard, TP down here, Rico down here, and Deuce. And as I said, that's 5 right there. So we got 5. Dak Rush, TP, Rico, Deuce. These are my guys. Also, like I said, as far as Ronald Jones, I know he's got the 2-game suspension. I just don't believe it. 175. Okay, yeah, he a compact little dude, but as I said before, I don't trust it. Not my opinion. But what was I saying? Ronald Jones just never been in the equation for me. I know they got him, but I think that suspension hurt him. I feel like he hasn't, like you said, Tony hasn't taken a snap. I just feel like, that experiment's kind of over with. And then Malik Davis, I feel like they want to keep him and he can be a practice squad guy. We know about the running back position. It isn't the glamour position it used to be. People aren't going out and spending on running backs. We're going to see what happens with Jonathan Taylor. Hopefully them Eagles don't get him, because that's going to be a problem. If them Eagles get Jonathan Taylor, I don't give a hell what nobody says. If they get Jonathan Taylor, dog, that's going to be a problem. So I'm praying that they don't. Ain't nobody scared, but that's just going to be a problem if they scoop him, because that's a legit ass running back and they got a legit team. So I'm hoping that God that they don't get no damn Jonathan Taylor. That'd be crazy. But you know, Malik Davis, I believe he's a practice squad guy. You can call him up. You can see what happens if anybody gets injured. I feel good about him. If somebody gets hurt, he can come in. But I think Rico has distinguished himself, and I feel like Malik had to really show out to really overtake Rico, and he has not done that, in my opinion. Yeah, they may already got Swift, dog. I hear you. But Swift ain't no Jonathan Taylor, bro. He might got the speed, but he ain't no Jonathan Taylor. And if you got Jonathan Taylor, who would you want? Jonathan Taylor or Swift? DeAndre Swift. Jonathan Taylor or Swift? I'm taking Jonathan Taylor all day, and the next day. So we got 5 right there. Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush, TP, Rico Dowdle, and Deuce. Now let's hit these receivers right quick. Obviously, we know they're not trading Dak, Katie. That's what you've been hearing in the streets. That I don't know. That sounds like a big rumor. They're not trading him. They're not trading Michael Gallup. So don't even be speaking that. They're not trading Michael Gallup. That just ain't making no sense when they're doing that. When's the last stack team won a Super Bowl big? Let them spend all that money. They will catch up sooner. I feel you. But Jonathan Taylor is legit. Okay. But our receivers, we know CeeDee Lamb, obviously, going to go crazy. Brandon Cooks, yes, I love him. I love his addition. I think we might have 2 1,000-yard receivers this year with Cooks and CeeDee Lamb. I think Cooks is legit. His speed is legit still. His get off is legit. I think he's going to stress those defenses, man. I'm excited. The way kind of Randall Cobb came to the team, I was excited about getting a Randall Cobb, but I'm more excited about Cooks because Cooks brings that explosiveness that we needed for so damn long. You know what I'm saying? For so damn long. We have wanted that. And, we just saw, if you saw on the training camp they just had at Dallas, he was turning up. Kyle Humans gave him the trophy of the day. And I think Cooks is going to be explosive in this offense. I think he's going to be a great addition. So Cooks, yes. And then you got Gallup at the number 3, right? So we got those 3. And then we got, that's what we're talking about, looking crazy. That's what we're talking about. So, number 4, we got Jalen Tolbert is the number 4 now. He solidified that. Stephen Jones, and everybody said it. Stephen Jones said it. He solidified the number 4. We seen Jalen Tolbert turn up. I've said this, and now I'm hearing it in the streets. I'm not saying I started it, but I did say, and I wasn't hearing a lot of people saying it. I said this about 3 weeks ago when Jalen Tolbert was, showing up in training camp. I said, be careful because Jalen Tolbert might take some snaps away from Michael Gallup. Not saying he's going to take over Michael Gallup's position, but Michael Gallup still has had injuries. We're still looking at people with Michael Gallup is all the way back with explosiveness, things of that nature. But Tolbert looks strong. He looks confident. I mean, he looks like a Michael Gallup to me, the way Michael Gallup was looking when he first came in the league. And if Michael Gallup has any kind of injury, Tolbert can slide right in. And if Tolbert slides in, if Gallup has an injury like he had last year or a year before, Gallup has a 2-3 game injury, Tolbert can slide right in there and do his thing. And he's got to good rep with Dak, and he showed in the preseason. Now, if he comes in that regular season shows, if Michael Gallup gets an injury, yes, I definitely think he can eat off them number 3 snaps because especially if confidence, especially if he has like a big game, the confidence is going to grow. So definitely Tolbert is your number 4, right? So we're feeling good about Jalen Tolbert. We really love what he's going to look like. So those first 4 receivers, dog, I really like our first 4 receivers banging against anybody, dog. We got a damn good first 4 receiving core is nice, bruh. It's nice. It's legit. Now let's go to this 5th. Kevontae Turpin. I like Turpin, but he kind of got to step up, dog. I didn't like that fumble in the game. He had a big 4th down catch. We've been wanting to see him in that offense. I think he makes it because obviously he's the return guy for you. He adds juice as far as what you can stretch the field a little bit on that defense. He adds that juice. I don't think he has some big kind of year, but you can go to him. He can be sneaky. You can hit him on them 9 routes. You can hit him on them post routes. You know, you can hit him on a quick slant. You know, you can hit him out the backfield. You know, you can do a reverse with him. So that's why you want a Turpin in there. Let's see what he does, but don't try to be cute out there, Turpin. So that's 5 right there. Everybody's wondering, do they go 5? Were they going to go 5 receivers? Because we'll talk about that tight end situation. So I think they're going to go 6. Okay, I think they're going to go 6. I think they're going to go 6. I don't think they're going to do 5. Maybe they would have did 5 if they would have went tight end heavy, because I was listening to Brian Broaddus, and he said, Stephen Jones said, John Stevens Jr. was making that team. John Stevens Jr. was making a 53-man roster. No, I don't think Turpin goes to the Pro Bowl again. I don't think he does. Maybe as a returner, but I don't know. I don't think he makes a Pro Bowl in my assumption. But that's where they were saying, would they go 5 because you could go heavy with tight end because they weren't cutting John Stevens. But now John Stevens is hurt. I say they go 6, right? I feel you, Dan. I like Dennis Houston as well. But I don't think Dennis Houston has done enough. I don't know. He hasn't done bad in this preseason, dog. He's made big catches. But I think Dennis Houston was not drafted, and draft picks are always going to get first dibs over non-draft picks, in my opinion. If you're a draft pick, you're going to get the first look over a non-draft pick unless that non-draft pick is just going ballistic. He's got to be going crazy for them to have them leapfrog you. So that's why I don't think Dennis Houston is in play right here. Now, we're talking about Simi Fehoko and Jalen Brooks. Simi Fehoko was a 4th-round draft pick a few years ago, and Jalen Brooks was your 7th-round draft pick this year. Neither one of them has distinguished each other in games. Now, obviously, Jalen Brooks has been the guy at camp, right? Simi Fehoko has not been the guy at camp, but he's been at the guy at camp for 2 years, and people have been wanting for him to break out. Both of them, Brooks is not small. He's 6'2". Simi Fehoko's 6'3". Simi has more speed, and I haven't seen Brooks on special teams, but I've seen Simi on special teams, and I think they like Simi with special teams. So if you ask me, this Raiders game is huge for both of those players. I think this is the game where they really have to shine, either one of them, who stands out in this game, who really is going to make the roster, in my opinion. But if I were going to go with the player, I would go with Brooks, for the simple fact that I think Simi's just been on the team long enough, and I just don't know what he adds besides special teams. I don't know if he can be counted on plays. I think Brooks would just come up big. I think his hands are better than Simi's. And special teams is huge. I'm learning day by day. Special teams is gigantic. When I was younger, I always follow football, but special teams, when you're just a fan and ain't diving in, you don't look at special teams all like that. But special teams is huge, and special teams mean something. And you got to have a good special teams. Gunners, you got to have a good special teams. So Simi can make that over Brooks because of special teams, and I think if they kept him over Brooks, that would be the reason. But I'm going to say Brooks makes it over Simi because, I think they'll put him on special teams. So hell, semi play special teams. You have to play special team, Brooke. So get ready for that. But I think the biggest thing with what I'm saying is I think Brooks is just the better player right now. I think he's the better receiver right now. I feel like you can trust him a little more than you can trust Semi. I feel like even as a rookie, you can trust him more. And I think the reason why he dropped down, I think they said he ran like a 4.7 in the 40. And anytime you're a receiver, I don't care how good you are, you run a 4.7. I mean, you're gonna drop. I mean, that's just the way it goes. I mean, that's like tight ends are running faster than you. Shit, linemen are running faster than that. So that's gonna drop you. So I think that's what really hurt him. And what really got Semi drafted high was that he ran the 4.4, at that size. So speed really got Semi drafted higher, in my opinion, and speed really dropped Jalen Brooks, in my opinion. But I'm gonna go with Jalen Brooks. I think he makes it. You know what I mean? And I think they go with the 6 receivers, in my opinion. All right. So we'll see. So that's Dak, Rush, TP, Rico, Deuce, Lamb, Cooks, Gallup, Tolbert, Turbin, Brooks, in my opinion. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 guys so far on the 53. Now let's hit these tight ends, man. Like they said, Stephen Jones, from word of mouth from Brian Broader, Stephen Jones, John Stephen Jr. was making the squad. Okay. We saw what he did. It hurt our soul for him to get hurt. He was showing up. He was the darling 6'6" receiver turned tight end, and that's what we really loved. I loved the receiver turned tight end, and he was big. It was long. I mean, you were excited about him. I don't give a hell. You were excited about him. But Trey, I think what I was hearing in the streets, Trey, was Hendershot was lucky, not McEwen. And here's the reason. Because McEwen can do more than Hendershot. Even though Hendershot has what you can say more upside if you're talking about the receiving part of it, right? The receiving part of it. But McEwen does more things. And when I watch McEwen, he's a lot on the first team offense. They have him on first team offense a lot. He can play H-back because you're not going to keep Lupti. You're not going to keep Lupti, right? Hunter Lupti. He's not going to make it. And then he can play H-back. You can have him as a fullback. He can block as a tight end. I think he's sneaky athletic. And he has good hands as a receiver. So he does multifaceted things. And he can play special teams. And when you can play special teams, you can play a H-back. You can be a blocker. You can be a tight end. You can catch the ball. You're not going to get cut. So I don't think McEwen was but still, it doesn't matter. He still can do more than Henny. And that's what they're going to look at. But because John Stevens got hurt, Henny, I feel like, got saved because they were going to keep McEwen. And they were probably going to see if Hendershot could clear waivers and put him on the practice squad, but I don't think he would. I don't think Hendershot would have cleared waivers. I think somebody would have scooped him quickly, and he would have been on the team, and he probably could have turned up. So as much as I hated John Stevens getting hurt, it's good because you didn't lose Hendershot, because I feel like they may have kept maybe 4 and try to leave Hendershot out there, and Hendershot could have got scooped. So we keep Hendershot. So I believe they're keeping 4 tight ends now. So your number 1 starter is going to be Ferguson. He didn't play last game, so I think he solidified that. And then you got Schoonmaker, who's your second-round draft pick. You know he's making it, and you know they're going to put him in plenty of positions for him to play. McEwen is going to make it because he can do a lot of damn things. I don't give a hell. He might not catch the ball a lot, but he can block. He can play special teams. He can do a lot of things. He's not getting cut. And then Hendershot, because I don't think they're going to go 3 tight ends. I think Mike McCarthy likes tight ends. Think he likes having 4 tight ends on his, and I think they've carried 4 tight ends, if I'm not mistaken, his whole tenure as a coach with the Dallas Cowboys. So I see that trend continuing with the 4 tight ends. What's up, Tyreek? They could. I'm not disagreeing with you, Trey, that it couldn't happen with McEwen, but I think they're going to just go the 4 tight ends. But I can see what you're saying. But if they did that, I still feel like they keep McEwen on that active roster. They like him a lot. I think they really like McEwen. So for me, I'm going 4 tight ends. So y'all might not do it. What's up, boo thing? What's up with your boo thing? So I'm gonna go with 4 tight ends. I think they go with 4. So you got 15 right there with them 4 tight ends, right? Dak, Rush, TP, Rico. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we got 15 so far with your quarterbacks, your running backs, your receivers, and your tight ends. Now here's where we go with these damn offensive line. Yeah, I know, right? Here we go with this offensive line. This is the thing right here, baby. Now, we already know what the given is, right? We know what the given is. Terrence Steele, Zach Martin. We glad you're back, Zach. Tyler Biadasz, fighting with everybody. Hey, the Ninja, if he's still in here, that's my guy. I got to give the Ninja all props because when Tyler Biadasz was about to get drafted, nobody talking about Tyler Biadasz except my guy, the Ninja. I was listening in the streets, and he was like, "Hey man, watch this guy." This was in college. While he was playing, watch this guy. I watched this guy. I think he can beat somebody. And the Ninja had him. There you go. My dog called him. So I got to give you salutes to Tyler Biadasz once again. And he has not been bad. I have not hated on Tyler Biadasz since he's been with the team. And remember when people were hating on Biadasz, you got to get bigger, you got to get stronger, you got to be this, you got to be that. Tyler Biadasz has been pretty damn good since he's been on the team. Let's just keep it real. All right. So let me write down. Terrence Steele, Zach Martin, Tyler Biadasz, Tyler Smith, man, and Tyron Smith. Can you just stay healthy, Tyron? I would just love for it. I know it's not going to happen, but I would just love for this 1 year that the football gods would just touch your body, anoint your body with oil, and just say, be healthy for a whole damn year. Stay. Tyler Smith can stay somewhere because I'm tired of him getting moved around. I think he could be an all-pro left tackle, but he could be an all-pro left guard. Now, we're going to talk about this one guy that if he continues to trend up, but I don't think he's strong enough, but I like him. Tyler Smith, I love his game. I think he could just be that doggish left tackle. But, obviously got Tyron there. But I just hope that Tyron does not get hurt and we got to move out Tyler and then slide in somebody at left guard. Just don't want that mess to happen. You feel me? Just don't want that to happen. You feel me? So all of us, can we please pray for Tyron Smith's health in the name of Jesus right now? Can we say a prayer for Tyron Smith? Can all of us say the Lord's Prayer right now and say, please, Tyron Smith, for one damn year, that God touch your spirit and your body and you stay healthy all damn year. That's the biggest prayer in the world. You know what I mean? Biggest prayer in the world. The biggest prayer in the world. So please, yes, our Father, in your name, heal and touch Tyron Smith. In your name, amen. Touch his body. That he may make it through the whole damn season. Because we need Tyler Smith to stay at one position in your name, Father God, football God, and our real God. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen. So hopefully that prayer worked because we need that. But that's your 5 right there, right? Now, what's up? How about them Cowboys, Joshua? I know. Hey, you never know. We never know. Prayer could happen. I'm gonna leap out in faith. You feel me? I'm gonna leap out in faith. Now let's talk about these backups. Now, let's see here. Who we gonna start with? I'm starting with Josh Ball because everybody hates Josh Ball. Josh Ball makes the team. Everybody hates Josh Ball. Go watch my video, please. Go support it. I thought I'd make convincing reps. People hate Josh Ball. Why? I don't get it. I get it. He's not. I'm not saying Josh Ball's a world beater. Okay, I am not saying Josh Ball is a world beater. But he did show promise in that Seattle game. That's what we wanted. Yes, he is not a good pass blocker, but you watch that Seattle game, his pass blocking was good. His pass blocking reps were very good in that game. His run blocking reps were very good in that game. And even though he had an uneven performance in Jacksonville, I don't think it was terrible. It was a little uneven. Then you come back and have a good game. And if y'all want to ask me, if everybody's talking about cut Josh Ball, cut Matt Let's-Go. Okay, I already knew the ninja was going there, but I'm not talking about that. I get it, but I'm not talking about that. But Josh Ball, if we're talking about the football player, they're going to keep him because he's played no football in 3 years. He got hurt his rookie year, right? Last year, he didn't get any pretty much regular season tick at all. So we didn't see nothing from him. This is his 3rd year. And I wasn't hearing he was terrible in camp. And then when I watch him in his games, I feel I see improvement. And that Seattle game showed me improvement. Now, if he comes back again and shows a good game against the Raiders, then you should feel good because y'all act like there's just all kind of guys sitting out there. And people talking about Dalton Risner. There's a reason he's still out there, though. You feel me? There's a reason nobody's picked him up. If we're talking about this, there's a reason some of these guys are still sitting out there, okay? And yes, you can probably look for a vet. Yes, I'm not saying don't. But if you're talking about keeping these guys on the roster, I feel like he showed improvement. And if he shows a good game against the Raiders, he's okay. But if you're asking me, if you had between cutting a Let's-Go or a Josh Ball on ability, I'm cutting Matt Let's-Go, dog. Because Matt Let's-Go be getting work, bro. Okay? Matt Let's-Go be getting work. And he was drafted in the 7th round, right? And I was trying to give Matt Let's-Go some props against Jacksonville. I felt like he battled, but he don't extend his arms. I don't even know if he's in shape. Every time I see him, I'm watching those guys. He's always breathing hard. Like those guys are working him. I just feel like his strength is not there. His footwork is bad. Mafe was just putting him in a blender. He doesn't still extend his arms. And it's just like, what are they seeing in this guy? Okay, what are they seeing in Matt Let's-Go? You feel me? Like 7th round pick from a small school, North Dakota, I believe, South Dakota, North Dakota. You know what I mean? Why are they still keeping him? But they're going to keep him. I would get rid of him over Josh Ball and keep other people. I would cut Matt Let's-Go. That's what I would cut. I feel like let somebody else take that project. I feel like we came from a small school. What are you keeping him for now? I feel like I think that project to me should be over with, and I would keep like a couple other players over him. That's what I would do. But I feel like the team is still going to give him a chance, and he's still safe. Okay? I hear you, William. I agree with that. That's what I'm going to say as well. So Josh Ball is going to make the team. All right? Then you got Matt Let's-Go, who, in my opinion, should not make the team. I feel like that experiment should be done with. And, where's he shown? And he gets hurt. He hurt his shoulder all last year, and he hurt his other shoulder. I just feel like he's fragile. I don't think he's tough. I don't feel like he's tough for offensive lineman. I just think he's just not the guy, and I would cut him. But the Cowboys, I feel like, are going to keep him. So, I don't know if they see in him, but they're going to keep him. But I would cut Matt Let's-Go. But they're going to keep Matt Let's-Go, in my opinion. So Matt Let's-Go, right? And then after Matt Let's-Go, I think Alex Tyler Prelow. I would take Alex Taylor Prelow over Matt Let's-Go. You feel me? I would take him over Matt Let's-Go. I would take him over Let's-Go. I would take that promise over him. If you ask me, I would flip that and take Alex Taylor Prelow and cut Matt Let's-Go. But I don't think they're going to do that. They're probably going to cut Taylor Prelow and keep Matt Let's-Go. I would flip that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That would be me. but I feel like they're gonna go with Matt Waletzko because I'm trying to go with what they want to go with. But y'all heard it from me on the show. I would go with Alex Taylor Prelo and cut Matt Waletzko, and he would be my guy. Yes, 72. I would keep him over Waletzko. I feel like he has more potential. He has more talent. He's not getting injured like fragile Waletzko is. He's not showing anything. Yes, 80. No, Asim Richards is 76. So that would be me. So y'all heard it me first that I would go with him, but they're gonna keep Matt Waletzko. So that's sad. That's sad to me. So that's your two backups, right? And then Matt Faranock, if I'm saying it in my heart, yeah, they're keeping Ball, and they're gonna keep Waletzko, Klebo. I believe they are because they haven't seen them. They're draft picks. And Taylor Prelo's not a draft pick, and TJ Bass is not a draft pick, and those guys are not draft picks. And I told you, those guys get a draft pick is over a draft pick, especially if you haven't seen that draft pick play. And Waletzko was hurt all last year. You haven't seen him this year. I just don't think they cut him. That's just me. But fair enough. I like him. Now, here's the thing. Brock Hoffman. We had Nick Harris on the show with Brock Hoffman, and he said Brock Hoffman has done everything to make the team. I didn't say anything on the show, but I'm not a Brock Hoffman fan. Just me. I'm not a Brock Hoffman fan. Okay? I don't know if he's done enough to make the team, in my opinion. He played center, he played guard. They flip-flop. He played center, he played guard. And him and Matt Faranock have played center and guard both games. Matt started at center in the Seattle game. And for me, I'm taking Matt Faranock. He was a late draft round, 7th round draft pick too. But when I watch him, I feel like he has more base and strength than Hoffman. Hoffman gets pushed back in that pile. He got pushed back in practice. He gets overmatched in games. I know they were talking about, he played okay in Jacksonville, but I didn't see all that. I just feel like he's not strong enough at the point of attack to play the center position. And to be the backup and you're playing center, I just think he would just get worked. I trust Faranock. I feel like Faranock is stronger at the point of attack. Yes, I think he is a mauler. I think he's, you can flip him at guard or center. I like him at center personally. They said they're going to put him more at center again. They were giving him a lot of looks at guard, but toward the end of camp, they were putting him at center. I just trust him more than Hoffman. I think he makes the team over Hoffman. Okay. I think they're going to go with 5-5, right? 5-5. Okay. So I like Faranock. I think he's stronger. I think he's better than Hoffman, and I would trust him more than Hoffman, in my opinion. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Trey. I agree with that. What Collins was still on the roster. So I'm got Josh Ball, Matt Waletzko, yuck. Matt Faranock, I like. And then let's go with the last two. Obviously, Asim Richards. That's your draft pick from North Carolina. And I like Richards. Now, people have been talking about him. I got my homegirl, Stargazer. She been on him for a while. A few other people mentioned Asim Richards. I believe Aisha Morrison mentioned him. I said these are two guys when training camp was getting ready to, when training camp was starting, that I wanted to look at because I was hearing about their names in the streets. Obviously, Richards was a draft pick. TJ Bass, a lot of people have been talking about him. But I wanted to see Richards and Bass in games. And I like what I've seen in Richards. Lots of promise. I agree, Trey. I like. Now, this is what and we talked about this on the final word, it was a couple weeks ago when we had Nick Harris, where he said he'd rather see Tyler Smith just be your left guard and then Asim Richards elevate to that left tackle. I'm down with that because I've seen Richards at guard and I've seen Richards at tackle. I like Richards better at tackle than guard. I just do. I've seen both and him play both, and I just like Richards better at tackle. I just feel like he's a natural tackle. It just looks like he's a natural left tackle. He's got good kick. He's got good stance. Obviously, he's still got to play with more power. I think he's still got to get stronger. but there's a lot of potential there at left tackle for him. A lot of potential, like a lot of good potential. And yes, he's athletic enough where you can have him right next to Tyler Smith, and I like him better at tackle than guard. I like him better, Trey, at tackle than guard for me. And I would trust him. He's a rookie, but I think I could trust him at tackle. Not in a game, but I'm saying, like, if you had the positions, in my opinion, I think keep him at left tackle and let him continue to grow right there, and keep your Tyler Smith at left guard. Keep Tyler Smith somewhere, please. And I just feel like either one of them could be good at both. But let them settle in, because Tyler Smith could be an all-pro left guard and left tackle. I think Asim Richards could be a damn good left tackle and a good guard. Just me. So Asim Richards definitely is making the team. That was your draft pick. He's definitely making the team. So that's 4 right there. And the last guy, we'll see. We'll see. Everybody has their own opinion. I think he's better at left tackle. Y'all think he's better at left guard. That's fine. I like him at tackle better. That's just me. But if he plays guard, I'm not mad at it either. Get what I'm saying? I'm not mad either way. You can flip-flop either one of them. I'm flexible with either way. I'm just saying I like him better at tackle. But, hey, it's either way. Exactly, Trey. Good problem. My last guy here, I like Alex Taylor Prelo. I like his potential, but I think he doesn't make it because of, well, let's go. And I think that's a shame. Alec Lindstrom, he was the darling last year. No. Brock Hoffman, I think he battles, but he hasn't battled enough for me. I like TJ Bass. That 5th guy for me is TJ Bass, because Bass is big. Like, he's 6'3", 6'4", and he's about 330. He's a big boy. You feel me? And he is scrappy. You know what I mean? TJ Bass is scrappy as hell. I like Bass. He's scrappy. Scrappy as hell. He's feisty. Yeah, I told you. I know they're gonna do it. And that's a mistake. That's a mistake. Now I hear you, Big. You know what? I'm listening to you, Big Sarge. I'm listening to you. Let's go 9 on that. I'm agree with you because I like TJ Bass and he can make the squad. TJ Bass. So here's the flipper. And the reason why I'm going to go 9 with you, Sarge, 72 is Prelo, Taylor Prelo. I'm going to agree with you on that because I was going to say 10, but then I'm going to go 9 because I want to go heavy on defense, okay? Because you got Bland and you got Thomas, who we need to keep. Figure out a way. So I'm going to agree with you and go 9 right there, right? So 15 and 9 is 24, right? 15 and 9 is 24. I like TJ Bass, though. I feel you, Smoke. I feel you, but Trey, look at this defense, though. We're going to have to figure out, we're going to have to keep Land. We cannot let Land go in that damn practice squad. And that Juanye Thomas, I feel you. I feel you, Klebo. I feel you, but they're not going to do that. You feel me? They're not going to do Bass over Willetsko. I would keep Bass over Willetsko as well. If we're going to go 9, because I feel we need to keep those guys on defense. You feel me? Feel me, Trey? So that's the only reason why I'm going 9 instead of 10, because we need to keep Land and we need to keep Juanye Thomas. You feel me? But I agree. I would keep TJ Bass or Prelo over Matt Willetsko. But they're not going to do it. You know, they're not going to do it. That's a shame. I don't know what they see in that guy, Matt Willetsko. Yeah, we do need them guys. I still think they're going to go 4 because Mike McCarthy likes 4. So I'm going to stay with 4 on that. but I'm going to go 9 on the O-line. So we got 24 so far, 24 out of the 53 so far. It could go that way, Trey. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. It could go 3 tight ends, but I think Mike McCarthy likes 4 tight ends. That's why I'm saying it, because I think McCarthy likes some 4 tight ends. Because remember, we can do those 2 tight end sets. You feel me? And I think he's going to use that heavily, and that'll be your extra offensive lineman. So the McEwen, he could be your added offensive lineman when they're putting him in there. You feel me? So I think they go heavy with that 2 tight end personnel. So we got 29 players left. Yeah, they said this is going to be one of the toughest cuts in a while, dog. In a while. Feel me? But that's what we're looking at right here. 24 right here. But this defense, right? Woo-wee. This defense, we got 29 players. This is going to be tough. So let's get it. No, he's not going to keep. Hunter Luke hasn't done enough, in my opinion. He hasn't done enough. I feel you, Big. Big Sarge, you on it. I like that. You. That's what I was thinking too, and that's why I was saying the 9 offensive linemen. But let's go defense right here. Defensive line, obviously D-Law, right? D-Law. Sam Williams. Oh my God. Sam, get it together. Sam Williams, get it together, dog. We need you to be, we can't have you be the problem child, dog. He has red flags in college, just like Kevin Joseph. Red flags are real. That's why they have them. Red flags are real. Sam, get it together, though, bro. We need you, dog. Like, you're an integral piece of this defense. We need you. And we can't have you being a hothead. You make dumb penalties in games. You're a little hot-headish in that fight against and I said this, you're a little hot-headish against Biadish, screaming and going crazy, and we get it, but the hypeness, it was just, calm down, Sam. Just calm down a little bit. Just calm down, okay? We need you to be calm. But obviously, D-Law and Sam, they're there, right? Your other pass rusher, right? Dorrance Armstrong Jr. We've been heard rumblings that he's not happy, but I don't think they get rid of a Dorrance Armstrong. I just don't think they are, because you need him, because he plays hella special teams. He's great at special teams, but he's a little disgruntled, wants some money. That's something to look at. Maybe trade. I don't know. Been hearing. We'll see. But Dorrance Armstrong Jr., 8 sacks last year. I think he's a good player. Not a great player. He's a good player. He's a system player, system guy, but he plays damn good special teams, so I think he makes it. Chauncey Golston's going to make it. Chauncey Golston is going to make it. Yeah, I know. Sam is my guy, right? And that's why I'm frustrated. I'm like, I wanted you, Sam. I was talking about you when you was in college, bro. Before anybody was talking about some Sam, I promise you. But Dante Fowler. Fowler makes the team. I was saying, man, does Fowler make the team because of Isaiah Land? He could be the odd man out because you're not going to probably have a Dante Fowler next year, right? And he's not old, but he's going to be around, 30? So I was wondering. But then I'm like, Fowler got that tick, dog. And them short snaps, he had 5 sacks last year. And I feel like Dan Quinn likes Dante Fowler. You feel me? He's following him. You know what I'm saying? Wherever kind of Dan Quinn goes, Fowler goes. And Dan Quinn keeps him. So I think Dan Quinn likes Fowler. And Fowler brings tick to the defense. You feel me? Yeah, I'm not opposed to trading Dorrance Armstrong. I don't know what you would get for him. But I'm not mad at that. But I think initially he's going to be on that 53. And I feel like Dante Fowler is going to be on there too. I was worried about Isaiah Land. You know? So Fowler right here. This is where it gets tricky now, right? That's 4 guys, right? And then your draft pick in Fehoko, he's going to make the team too. I watched that game. Fejoko's got a lot of ways to go, but I like the potential because he's a Samoan and he got a motor. But Fejoko, he's not ready right now. But down the line, he could be a player. But Fejoko's making that team, right? Right? Fejoko's making a squad. Micah Parsons is going to be a rush guy. So Micah, that's Parsons. That's going to be another rush guy, Parsons. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 right there. Chauncey Golston is making the team. Neville Gallimore is not. And Golston is nothing special to me, but Golston is a glue guy. Golston is a guy you have to keep on your team. You know, you don't hear much from him. They don't talk about him all the damn time, but he's a steady guy. He can play multiple positions for you. He's steady. He's just a lunch pail guy. You need lunch pail guys on your team. And he works hard. He plays hard. And I don't think you get that from Gallimore. So that's why Golston is going to make it over him. You need a lunch pail guy, and I feel like that's what Chauncey Golston is. No, I don't think Gallimore makes it. No, I don't think Isaac is going to make the team either. Right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this is where it's tricky. Like I said, I don't believe Gallimore makes it. And there's the tricky part. Are we going to add Isaiah Land in 7? I want to. Because you cannot let that dude go. You cannot let Isaiah Land go. He will not clear waivers, in my opinion. Other teams are looking at him too. I think that's a scary gamble. That's a scary gamble. They played around and did that with John Ridgeway, right? They played around and let John Ridgeway mistake. Because if you had John Ridgeway, you probably wouldn't have Mozzie right now. Let's keep it real. I like John Ridgeway. That pissed me off that we lost John Ridgeway, right? That pissed me off that they tried to let him slide and they scooped him. Isaiah Land has done enough, put enough pressure, even though he's light in the pants, he's 225 and you can see he's light, but dog, he oozes with potential. Led the nation in sacks in 2021 with 19. I think he had like 8 the next year. He's a man, dog. That potential is too. That potential is too damn good, right? So I'm adding them. I don't know if the Cowboys are, but I'm adding them. I just can't do it. I cannot let Isaiah Land go. Right? So we're at 31 now. If we're going 7, because Isaiah Land got to be on the team. You cannot let him be sneaky and let him try to slide past waivers. You can't do that. We can't lose him. I don't give a hell. You can't lose him. Them Florida A&M boys, they're doing their damn thing out there in these streets. Y'all be hating on McEwen. You need more McEwen than y'all think. Y'all keep on hating on him, but you need him more. So I'm going 7. So you got 31 right now, right? Got 22 left. Now let's talk about this defensive tackle position. I believe they're getting rid of Gallimore. They said they can save $2.7 million if they cut him. They're going to save that money, in my opinion. He just hasn't been that guy. He hasn't been that guy, and I feel like they want that. You know what I mean? So I believe Gallimore. The guy right here is, we know Jonathan Hankins, right? So we got Big Hank. Jonathan Hankins is making the squad. Mozzie Smith is your first round draft pick. He's definitely making the squad. That's 2. Do they go 10 on the D line or do they go 9? Bohanna is Bohanna. And this is where I'm tricky with, because Bohanna's picked up that weight. He's got big again, and he hasn't had a bad camp. We realized they drafted him in the 6th round. We were thinking big things from Bohanna. I don't know. We were wanting good things from Bohanna, but he's just been kind of inconsistent. But big men take longer. I want to keep Bohanna just for the fact, for injuries. Hankins is older. But, I mean, you do got Golston and Osa. Oh, I forgot Osa. Damn, I didn't put Osa in there. So I'm going to say Bohanna gets cut then. Because if we're going 7, I forgot about Osa. I didn't even see Osa. So I'm going to have to cut Bohanna. Damn, I forgot about Osa. Land Overshown just messed everything up. Chauncey's making the squad, bro. Chauncey Golston is making the team, bro. And he's a lunch pail guy. You need a guy like that. I hear what you're saying, Trey. I ain't mad at you. But you need a glue guy. He's a glue guy, man. I'm telling you, he's a glue guy. I know he does nothing special. I said he was more of an inside guy than an outside guy when he was coming out of Iowa. But he's a lunch pail guy, and I just kind of like him. But I feel like Bohanna might get cut, and I don't want to lose Bohanna. I feel you. Hopefully, if he gets cut, he can go to practice squad. But somebody might try to be sneaky and pick his big self up. I feel you, Smoke. That's why I'm making this roster like this. Because Thomas got to stay. So, yeah. On the outside looking in is Bohanna and Gallimore. That's 10 right there. So that's 34. That's 10 right there. I know. I feel that too. Is it Chavez? If I say it right. I feel that too. He's going to get scooped up because he's a big boy now. I agree, Trey. I don't think he's better than Bland, but that Thomas is a dog. How did he get up? Was he undrafted? How? He looks better, Klebo, and I want him, and I think he still can. So listen, understand what I'm saying. Bohanna can still make it. I don't want him cut. But if we're looking at it like this, if you're trying to keep Isaiah Land on that team and don't expose him to that practice squad, you'd have to expose a Bohanna and not Land. Are you willing to keep Bohanna over Land? That's what I want to ask you. Are you willing? Nice. Are you willing to keep Bohanna over Isaiah Land? That's what I'm asking y'all right quick. And I like Bohanna, and he can still make the team. So I don't think he can still make the team. But I don't think they go 11 linemen. I don't think they go 11. I think they do 10. I'm taking Land. That ability you just can't teach. And Bohanna does nothing special. He's a big body, but he's done nothing special since he's been there. I like Bo. That Land, though, you just can't teach what he has. You need to make sure you're still in these feeds, Big Sarge, because I like you. You know what the hell you be talking about. So. I feel like Fowler is going to stay. So we're at 34 right now by what we're saying. Let's go to these linebackers. My soul hurts for you, DeMar Overshown. My soul hurts. I was watching the preseason game once again against Seattle, and that dude was everywhere. Like, that just hurts my soul. That hurts my soul like no other about Demarion Overshown. Like, no other. I know it hurts all y'all soul because he was everywhere in that game. I mean, the kid was just came out of nowhere. He was going to be a fixture on the team. That just hurts. Hold on, I'm doing something right quick. But yeah, man, that just hurt my soul. Whew, they're gonna have to manipulate this roster. Yeah, it just hurt my soul. But if we're gonna go to linebackers, so let's go with. Sorry, I just got a little distracted right quick. I don't have all those. Somebody ask Big Sarge because he knows all that waiver wire, the practice squad. Because I know you got vested veterans that can be on the practice squad a little bit longer. Yeah, I think his contract is guaranteed too, Big Sarge. But if we're talking about these linebackers, LVE, Damone Clark, obviously. And I thought Jabril Cox roster spot with Overshown was a real threat. You feel me? Was a real threat for Jabril Cox's spot. Overshown was because he was just doing too much. But now that he's out, I'm gonna say Jabril Cox. And I still feel like they need a veteran linebacker because I still feel like Cox. I don't know. I just don't see it. I could be totally wrong, but I just don't see it from Cox. I just don't see it. I just don't see where he's gonna make an impact. Just don't see it. But they're going to keep him on the team. I like Devin Harper better. Devin Harper's going to make it now. Well, I thought Devin Harper was going to make it before. Possibly he was a bubble guy, but playing special teams, I think Harper makes it. Now, that's 4 backers right there, right? That would take you at 38. I liked how Malik Jefferson plays, but I think he can probably be a practice squad guy. Right? You can hit him on the practice squad. But I think that 4 right here, because they're going to move the Marquise Bell down and let him play that linebacker spot, because they were saying what they were trying to do with Overshown is what they're going to do with Marquise Bell. Now, Marquise Bell's physical, he don't have it like Overshown. But I like Marquise Bell, but he ain't Overshown, dog. Overshown is just different. Yeah, Cox, that's why I think we need a veteran. I think we need a veteran out there. I think they still scour the waiver wire for a veteran linebacker. I don't know who it is. I brought up Rashaan Evans. I remember I was on Anthony Barr train last year and they got him. I don't know if I'm on that train this year, but I know. But the way they're playing it, Klebo, I'm telling you, they're trying to do him like that big nickel. They don't play a lot of linebackers anyway in their defense. They play a lot of their safeties. Okay, because they play a lot of that 4-2-5. They play a lot of nickel. They play a lot of cover 3. And you're only having a 1 to 2 linebackers in there. So they're not going to have a lot of linebackers in there anyway. You feel me? So if you were coming off the bench, I'm doing LVE, Damone Clark, and Devin Harper. I'm not having Cox play because Cox just seems like he's a step slow. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say 4 linebackers right here because of what they want to do with these safeties and corners, right? That puts us at 38. So that puts us at 38. Let's see. Just looking at this right quick. All right. So, yeah, I agree. The same way. Well, let's go. This looks kind of not the guy. And Cox, man, I told y'all when he was in college, he didn't tackle. That one I broke down a video and said he did not tackle. He did not tackle. So 38 with 4. Let me see. So we got 15 left. All right, so I'm going to go 4 backers. Now let's hit this secondary, man. Obviously, we know about Diggs. We know about Gilmore, right? We know about Bland. Gilmore. Diggs. Bland. Eric Scott, he's going to make it. They like him. That's your rookie. Kelvin Joseph. I think Kelvin Joseph makes the team now. And remember, he was bubble guy, super bubble guy. You feel me? He was super bubble guy. But Kelvin Joseph has showed up, especially it looks like he's more comfortable in that slot. He's plays damn good special teams. He's your second round draft pick. He's got to show. But he has shown a few things, right? He has. Eric Scott's going to make team, dog. Eric Scott's going to make team. Sorry. Because they like him. And remember, I think they trade back in the draft to get him. I think they did. So you got to look at those things. It's not a matter of if Eric Scott hasn't looked good. He hasn't. He hasn't looked great in the preseason. But I still feel like they're going to keep him because he's a draft pick. And they're going to give him a chance. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Draft picks get chances. So Eric Scott, in my opinion, is going to make it. Kelvin Joseph has stepped his game up, and he's going to make it. Yeah, Klebo, there you go. They traded next year's 5th for Eric Scott. I know. I feel you, Trey. I feel you. That D'Angelo Mandel, I've been saying him. He's been playing pretty good. Doggone it. But right there. And now the curious guy for me is Nashawn Wright. Yeah, there you go. Wright is hurt. So does he go to injured reserve? But Nashawn Wright ain't really done a lot. We was hyped about him again. Well, we weren't hyped, but he was making a few plays in training camp. He's a bubble guy anyway. Nashawn Wright is a bubble guy. So CJ Goodwin. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 41. They like CJ. They like CJ. "39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So we have 44. Ooh-wee. So right now we're at 44 with all the guys I just named. So do you keep a Nashawn Wright or a CJ Goodwin? Because I got Gilmore, Diggs, Bland, Scott, Kelvin Joseph, Nashawn Wright or CJ Goodwin. I know, but I think he's got a guaranteed contract. All right, so let's keep Nashawn Wright. Yeah, I'm out on Wright too, but we'll see how that one goes. No, we're about to hit that right now. So this is where do they take 6? Because I think this is where they do, because we're at what 44 now. They do the 6 and they keep the 3 because I think they're going to keep a long snapper. I would think. So I think this is where they go 6 right here. You got Malik Hooker, Jaron Kearse, Donovan Wilson. I think all 6 of these guys gonna make the team. I ain't mad at that, but I feel like you're at 44, right? If you go with the 6, I think you don't usually go 6 with safeties, but the way they're using these guys, isn't Jordan Lewis on the PUP, so he doesn't count, does he? Oh, so we got to count Jordan Lewis. Ooh, wait. Well, I'm definitely keeping a Jordan Lewis. They say he's looking good. Definitely keeping a Jordan Lewis over Nashawn Wright. That's going to be a tricky one on them corners, boy. That's going to be a tricky one on them corners. Yeah. We'll see. I've been hearing things about CJ. He probably could make the team, but we're going to say if we got to keep J. Lou on there because of the PUP, I'm going to put J. Lou on there because he can be eligible after 4 games. And I feel like they could slide with that because I feel like they're not going to cut. And I feel like CJ could probably be there too. but they're keeping Juanye Thomas. Don't cut that dude. Thomas got to be there. You damn right. I feel like you got to keep these 6 because you're keeping Donovan Wilson, you're keeping Jaron Curse, you're keeping Malik Hooker, Israel Mukamo, Marquise Bell now is that big nickel guy that you guys like as he's showing, and Thomas has showed up in this preseason, dog. I don't know what you're going to get for a hurt player. I mean, he's starting on a PUP. What can you get for a guy on PUP? I don't think so. But you got to keep Thomas. So I'm going 6 right there. Right? I'm going 6 right there. We're going to keep off Goodwin and Nahshon Wright. Put Jordan Lewis on there because even though he's on the PUP, he's got to be on the roster. So I'll put him in there. I'm taking a Jordan Lewis over Nahshon Wright anyway, any day, all day anyway. The guy would be good when he might be the odd man out. I definitely would trade him for a 5th if they would take it. I don't know if they did. Isaiah Simmons was a top draft pick. He went for a 7th. So I don't know if you're getting a 5th for Dorrance Armstrong Jr. Just me. But yeah, those 6 guys right here got to be on the team. Donovan Wilson, Jaron Curse, Malik Hooker, Israel Mukamu, Marquise Bell, and Juanye Thomas. Those are your 6 right there. And then obviously, Brandon Aubrey looks like he can make the squad. Anger, and then Trent Saeg could be your long snapper. I don't know if they keep a long snapper, but if they don't keep a long snapper, CJ Goodwin could be there. So I think that's where we got it right there. I think that's where we have it right there. The tricky part is this on offense. I think they should cut Matt. Well, these are my last thoughts. See, that's the thing. See, that's what I'm trying to find out, Klebo. I heard that he didn't count against the roster if he's on the PUP. So it doesn't matter. He doesn't count against the roster. That's why I said I would do a good one. I don't know. I don't know if TJ Bass can long snap, but I heard that they might not go with the long snapper in either. But I'm getting sleepy and I'm about to get up off of here. So here's just my thoughts of the 53-man roster on offense. Matt Waletzko has to go, in my opinion. I would keep Alex Taylor, Preload, or TJ Bass over him any day. I think it's a mistake if they keep Matt Waletzko. Just don't think he's done it. I hear what y'all saying about Asim Richards at guard. I'm with it, but I like him at tackle. Okay? Appreciate you, Trey. I like him at tackle. But I ain't going to fight y'all if he plays guard. The defense is the toughest one. My toughest one was Bohanna. I don't want to cut Bohanna, but he could be cut. I don't want to cut Bohanna, but he could be a cut. What happens with Isaiah Land? That's going to be all eyes on the roster. Are they going to keep Isaiah Land on that 53? Are they going to try to be sneaky and try to cut him and try to see if he clears waivers? I don't think he does. Please figure that out. And then we'll see about the Nahshon Wright, CJ Goodwin type thing. What happens with that? And I think that Thomas has done enough to make the team, especially if he plays good against these Raiders. And I think they go heavy with safety and go with 6 safeties because now that you lost Overshown, Marquise Bell becomes a highlighted guy, and Thomas has done enough. No, we don't do Giant no more. We were doing it, but they decided to go in a whole different direction, not just with me. They just decided to go back to their Korean. They were doing, they're pretty much Korean like app. And they wanted to try the sports thing, and it didn't work out with them. They didn't pay the money. Well, we got it eventually, but you don't pay the money, I can't work for you. So, yeah, it was a good thing. We liked it, but not working anymore. So, yeah. No, this is Restream from me. But, yeah. But I'm out of here, folks. Great crowd today. Loved everybody that was in here for the late night hype. Big Game James late night hype revised 53-man roster. Hope y'all had a good time like I did. Had a great time with y'all. Got my mind on some things right now. But I appreciate y'all. Okay, just Google the pup doesn't count against free thing mouse. So J. Lewis on there. So I'm taking a CJ Goodwin over Nashawn Wright, in my opinion. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you for staying up with me on Big Game James Late Night Hype Live. 53-man roster revisit. So let's rewind this and let's see what happens, because obviously I might make another one after this next game, right? Much love, Chavez. Much love, Klebo. Sis, appreciate you. Trey, appreciate you. Klebo, great job. Appreciate you. Big Al 31, appreciate you. Brandon, Big Sarge, 31. Tyrone, my dog, Tyrone. M4D, M4N. Did I say it right? Justin, what's up with you, dog? Appreciate everybody was in here, man. Loved all the people that was in here. Had a great time. Let's do this again. The Ninja, my dog. Yes, let's do it again after the next game, and then we'll do another revisited 53-man roster, and we'll do it on another Late Night Hype. Y'all let me know as I get ready to leave here, but do y'all want another Late Night Hype live for the 53-man roster? Hit me up with them fire emojis if y'all want to do that, because I kind of like the Late Night Hype thing. Let's see how that goes. All right, there it is. The Late Night Hype Live is back in the building, man. So we'll send you out with this. You know what it is. My dog, my son, Kid Columbus. But how about them Cowboys? Good night, y'all. Cowboys is back. Hey, yo, Kid, he's in boxing now. So we knocking out them appointments. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Big Game James, I'm out.
LBs and the Cowboys, you tuning in to the team that win. Big game, first name James, he interviewed, he called the games. Silver blue, you know the name, from the Emmitt Smith to the Michael Irv. We beating skins, shooting birds. I see a bank and snatch it out his fur. Favorite team on the planet Earth, from Monday night to Sunday church. DJ putting in the work, I'm tuning in, no need to search. Through thick and thin and good and worse, them Cowboys, click like Cowboys, make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs and the Cowboys, you tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the, goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys, make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs and the Cowboys, you tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that silver and blue done did it again. Them Cowboys, click like Cowboys, make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs and the Cowboys, you tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the, goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys, make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs and the Cowboys,